There has been some very unnecessary attention that has been given on a particular incident that happened in an India versus Bangladesh encounter in the T20 World Cup. Why unnecessary? Because of the circumstances that it happened in, and because simple interpretation of the rules could possibly have helped. So what is the incident all about? I highlighted this in the morning that Virat Kohli was accused of fake fielding by Nurul Hassan, the Bangladesh keeper. The incident, as I had mentioned, occurred in the 7th over, which Akshar Patel was bowling. So Arshdeep threw from deep point. Kohli apparently had a fake throw at the stumps. He fade a throw at the striker's end. Does that come under fake fielding? Nurul Hassan, the Bangladesh keeper, believes that it is. But what do the rules explicitly state? And whether this would have helped Bangladesh, I'll just come to that. Rule 41.51 of the MCC playing conditions when it comes to unfair play clearly states, unfair for any fielder willfully to attempt by word or action to distract, deceive, or obstruct either batter after the striker has received the ball. So perhaps looking at the action, he tried to throw the ball when it was not in his hand, might come under deception under this law. Deceive or obstruct or distract. He was not distracted, maybe deceive. That comes under that ambit. But what is the rule after that? What do the umpires have to do? Umpire shall immediately call and signal a dead ball. But this point, ball will not be counted, and also 5-run penalty will be given if found guilty to the batting side. In this case, it would have been Bangladesh. Now, what was the victory margin for India? 5 runs, Duckworth-Lewis method. But had the 5 runs been given, would Bangladesh have still benefited from that? The answer is no. Even if they had included the 5-run penalty even after the end of the game, they still would have fallen short. Why? You see, ball will not be counted and will be signaled a dead ball. The 2 runs that Bangladesh got from that particular delivery would have been nullified. So Bangladesh would not have gotten 7 runs, they would have gotten only 5 runs. So the victory margin, instead of 5 runs, it could have been only 3 or 2 runs. That was the margin of victory. Losing margin would have been slightly lower. But it would not have been, if 5 runs would have given, Bangladesh would have won. No, the 2 runs that they took would have been nullified because it was a dead ball. So why is there a controversy? Like, why are they criticizing the ICC? Why are they criticizing the Indian cricket team? For anything to happen, the players did not object, the umpires did not spot it. So therein and there, that controversy has ended. The players have to raise an objection. The umpires at that time on field will check. If found guilty, then 5 runs are given. But since the players did not object, umpires did not spot it, why must everybody else then criticize the officials there? Any action has to happen on the field. It cannot happen after the game has ended and then suddenly someone says that, oh, there was fake fielding. There are clear-cut playing conditions and guidelines and frameworks to which the officials have to operate. Did the Bangladesh players come out and say, oh, but didn't Kohli do that? Wasn't it illegal? If they had raised it at that time, probably then the umpires would have taken cognizance. But since that didn't happen, this is now a classic case of storm in a teacup, and they are shedding crocodile tears after a loss. That is the only way one can look at it. But there have been instances of fake fielding in the past. Matt Renshaw and Manas Labuschagne in the Sheffield Shield were once dogged 5 runs. Their opposition were given 5 penalty runs because apparently Labuschagne had dived. It was a theatrical dive and it looked fake. So that is why his team fell foul to the fake fielding rule. And recently there was one incident which kind of touched the line on whether it was fake fielding or the spirit of the game. Fakhar Zaman versus Quinton de Kock in 2021 at Johannesburg. Remember, Fakhar Zaman was batting brilliantly on 193. Quinton de Kock apparently had a shy at the stumps. I mean, the ball was not in him, but he faked an attempt in trying to break the stumps. Fakhar Zaman was clueless, and when the ball came to him, he whipped the bails off. At that time, Temba Bavuma said it was a very clever thing by Quinton de Kock. Fakhar Zaman did not raise any objection because he thought that he was watching the ball and he was too grossly, he was very, very involved in that. That's why he had no senses. His senses did not work at that time. And that is the main reason that this controversy did not escalate. But fake fielding is a problem that the ICC is trying to stamp it out. But whether the Kohli thing came under the ambit of it, we will never know. Why? Because none of the players of the opposition objected to it, neither did the officials take any note of that. So, the win might be a bit bittersweet if you look at it from the Bangladesh perspective. But Shakib Al Hasan, to his credit, did not make any mention of it, and that they said they lost fair and square. Hopefully, the matter is settled right and right there. So, thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on sports today. Press the like, comment, and share button. We are also there on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, folks. Bye-bye.